Update now, a nationally publicized homicide trial that centers around eye drops used as poison now in the hands of a jury in Waukesha County. 39-year-old Jesse Kershesky of Franklin is accused of poisoning a friend with Visine drops and taking her money back in 2018. Prosecutors say she staged the scene to look like an overdose and pocketed nearly $300,000 from the woman who was under her daily care. Brittany Schmidt has been following this trial, and she joins us now. It's unusual. Just the headlines alone scream unusual. What makes this so unique?
The length of the trial. I mean, a lot of the experts that were there, they had like a wide gambit of experts. And it was almost like for the jurors, like a financial lesson. And it talked about, estates and wills and people who certify them and banks and loans and fraud experts and handwriting experts. I mean, it's 2 weeks, 14 days of constant testimony, a lot to sift through. And what makes it unique is the toxicology report. During closing arguments today, they've heard all the evidence. So now this is time for the prosecution and defense to argue and say, this is what the evidence shows, this is what we think you should find.
All right, so they're trying, you said 2 weeks of testimony. Today, the closing arguments, trying to summarize all this stuff. Was there anything that you heard today that struck you as unusual or unexpected based on what had transpired the previous 2 weeks?
No. I mean, they held really tight to their opening statements. So the defense argues that Lynn Hernan was suicidal, that she died of a polydrug overdose. So there were plenty of drugs found in her system. But the state is arguing that it was the eye drops that was at the dangerous level. It was in the toxicology report, and they're also arguing that Kershesky stole money from her while she was still living and then after her death. And they said that Hernan was worth more to her dead than alive. I mean, in total, they're arguing that she stole $290,000 from this woman that she was taking care of. They claim a really close friend, but the prosecution says she was using her and that she used all of her money up that was supposed to go to other relatives, and they argue that she picked the right victim because she didn't have any heirs, she didn't have any children or anything like that. She was kind of on her own.
You mentioned the length of this. You mentioned some of the things that have been gone out in testimony, and anybody who's done estate planning. I mean, it's very confusing. And this has gone on for a very long time. You've covered a lot of trials. When it's this long and this detailed, what's the effect on a jury?
You wonder if they listen to everything and if they're sick of it yet.
Okay.
You have a lot of information. You hope that the really key points, they're going to remember those. And after 14 days of hearing how many countless experts, you really hope that you hit home enough what you need for your argument.
All right, Brittany, thanks so much.